And now there's a roof on that house. That was fast. Was that yesterday or 2 days ago I filmed? It was totally off. They reused all the same tiles but replaced a lot of wood, and the tiles are installed much better now. It looks a lot neater than it was before. Same old style vents. My dad replaced the roof on this house back in like September, and they're new tiles and vents that you barely even see. Like those two tiles that look like they're not installed like the rest of them, those are the vents, and you really have to look at them to tell that they're slightly different. Obviously it costs a lot more to get new terracotta, but it looks a lot nicer. So today's about to get totally crazy. The wheels on the E60, we had all four refinished. They're done. The bumper cover's done. We've got to go pick all that up, and that's just the beginning. So the plan is to go pick up the wheels and the bumper cover, come back here, drop off the bumper, pick up the tires. We're going to be using both the E39 and the F10 for this. Mount Michelin's coming down today. So we're going to aim to get the new tires on the refinished wheels mounted and balanced. While we wait for that to happen down here, we're going to head up to Escondido, take the bumper cover, finish the alternator and belts DIY job, and put that back together. I don't know if the bumper's going on today or not. We'll have to see how much time we have. But all of these towels are going to help move the wheels and tires and bumpers without messing up either M5. We've got more shop towels headed to Escondido. It's just going to be a crazy day doing car stuff, but it is amazing outside. It's 72 and clear, and it just feels so good. So try to spend as much time out here today as I can. Is it Sepang? I don't know. It doesn't even look like Sepang, but I haven't seen Sepang in a long time. It's a pre-LCI with some sort of mufflers on it. Gary's up there in the F10, so we've got 3 generations here. We've been looking for places that are stuff flying around the highway that are capable of mounting tires on wheels without wrecking the wheels. That everybody says no, well, we would scratch those. So going up to Escondido now, and I've never used air conditioning in January before, but it's 81, so there's a first for anything. Oh my God, it's a Ferrari 355. Look at that. You never see those on the road in the wild. Holy cow. Hey. Holy crap, what a busy day. So I don't remember the last clip. I think we were taking the wheels and tires or something like that. We took them to 3 or 4 different places. Everybody looked at it and said, yeah, I cannot promise you that I won't scratch the hell out of that. We have old equipment, it's metal on wheel, and it's probably going to take a bunch of paint off. They outright told us that. So I'm glad they did, because they're perfectly refinished wheels, and I would hate to see all the paint scraped off of the corners, off of the perimeter of them. So finally we found somebody that was confident in their equipment and their techs to swap tires or to mount tires without damaging them. That's Discount Tire in Escondido. So we've got a good running relationship there. They took like 4 hours to do it, but they came back with no damage that we were able to find. So finally the 4S tires are on the refinished wheels, which look great. We put the center caps back in. We replaced those in like 2014-15 with the facelifted style center caps. We put new M stickers on today. $9 they want for those stickers now, a piece at the dealer. Same thing on ECS and FCP Euro. So new stickers, we're ready to put those on the car once we get the new rotors on there, which are supposed to deliver tomorrow. Now we also have the new bumper, well, the same bumper, the original bumper actually. That has been freshly refinished yet again. It is not a perfect refinished job. I've found a couple imperfections in it. You see right here, there's some indentations. There's a bit of a run over here in this scoop. Things you'll never notice when it's on the car, but when it's off like this, at this angle, in good lighting, you can see some imperfections. This is the meat and potatoes of it that you see, and it looks flawless. But there's a tiny little crease there. You know, it's the 3rd time this bumper's been painted, so considering that, pretty good. Good enough. So we'll take that up tomorrow to Escondido along with the new rotors. Hopefully they show up in time, and it's just, we've been doing nothing but working on that car now for about a week, and it's like totally torn apart. We have the bumper off and the wheels off. We have all the underbody splash shields out. We have the fender liner out. We did get the FCP package today that has the new fender liner and the steering gearbox cover, they call it. It's just a piece of underbody shield that would be where a steering gearbox is, even though no E60 ever had a steering gearbox, saying that they're all rack and pinion. And we finished the alternator today. Total bitch job. The worst part of it is actually the electric fan. Like the electric fan on the 330, the E46, is 30 seconds. There's 2 pop rivets, 2 Torx 30s, and then you pull it and you unplug it and it's out. And there's tons of room and it's easy, and you could do it while inebriated in your sleep in the freezing cold. No problem. But then you get to the E60 M5 and it takes 2 or 3 hours to remove and reinstall that electric fan because it's got these stupid little flaps on the side that pretend this is the E60. So here's the fan, right in front of behind the radiator. And it's got these little flaps that in its normal installed position are out like this, and then they seat down into a groove and hold the fan tight against the radiator. Now when you remove it, you have to lift it up 3 centimeters and then flip the flap this way 90 degrees. That's the remove position. But now the flap is too long, it hits into the front of the engine. There's the first problem. The second problem is you can't flip the flap 90 degrees because you can't fit your arm in this way. You can't come up from the bottom. You can't come in from the sides, and yelling at it doesn't make it move. So I don't understand it. And now problem number three is in its locked position it's fine. Move it to the unlocked position, boom, now it falls off. It's no longer connected to anything, which means, you know, during removal, fine, it falls off, now you pull it out. But when you put it back in, now you literally have to put it in when it's in there, which is impossible because you can't get in there. I don't have huge hands, but I also don't have cat paw hands. So just really some of the worst engineering I've ever seen on a vehicle is the E60 front electric fan. Enough that there's like a fan clutch there. I would love to put a mechanical fan in that. I know that people would be pissed, but fan clutch and fan comes out in 6 minutes. It's easy, it lasts 100,000 miles, and it's inexpensive to replace. The electric fan is heavier. It probably lasts longer. It's heavier, but it costs $781 to purchase a new one. And it's impossible to remove and reinstall. So I know everybody likes to go to electric fans, but if I had an E60 M5, I would put a mechanical fan in it because that would be so much better. It would cost 2 horsepower, but whatever. So we did get the alternator done. We got the new belts in. The old belts didn't look bad at all. And we didn't play at all with the car that we bought. I didn't film it. I didn't film anything there except DIYs, finishing the DIY on the alternator. So I'm rambling too long. Tomorrow, back at it. I'll try to film more tomorrow. We'll talk then on Friday. Good night.